Hi guys, I'm Jess from DeSales Counseling Center. Today I'm going to talk to you about some mental health apps that are really good to utilize while you're at home, and they're all free. So before we begin, I just want to go over some common types of mental health, and you don't need to be diagnosed with things to feel symptoms, but this might just put a couple words and a couple feelings to some concrete answers to why you're feeling this way. So anxiety, there's a bunch of forms of anxiety, and a common symptom is excessive worry. So you can worry about school, you can worry about your friends, your family, social situations. If you're just worried in general, it may be a form of anxiety. Depression, there's many forms of depression, and a common symptom is a lack of enjoyment in things that you've enjoyed previously. So I know definitely being inside doesn't help, but having these common types of mental health, just putting words to them might help you choose an app, or might help you along the way. Insomnia, and common symptoms are excessive trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up, and PTSD, and its most common symptom is when you have a lot of difficulty recovering after a traumatic event. So again, all these apps are free and we'll go over them one by one. So WOEBOT is really good. He's an AI. He was created by a psychologist from Stanford, and he does daily check-ins with you. You can set it up so that he checks in with you every day at the same time. It's kind of just like texting back and forth, and he gives you different activity suggestions. He educates you on mental health, some of the things that you're feeling, and you can develop skills to help reduce your stress and your worry, mood tracking, and he definitely helps with a variety of presenting problems. And you can go back in and over the things that you've learned, and you can choose one. If you don't really have time for a WOEBOT conversation, but you forget what you talked about, he's really great. Mood tools, this is geared more towards depression, and there's a depression test on there. There's a thought diary where you can talk about it, a safety plan, and a variety of informative videos. Now, for this one, if you feel like you need a safety plan, if you're in harming yourself or others, please reach out to a mental health professional, the counselors at DeSales, someone in your area, even calling a crisis line. That's really important. Fear Tools is a little bit similar to Mood Tools. It's used for different forms of anxiety. There's a test in there just like the Mood Tools one. There's a thought diary where you can talk about your worry. There's a guided breathing, which I really like. You can pick different shapes and it'll tell you to inhale, hold, and exhale if you kind of just need like a quick breathing tool. It does exposure therapy for you, so if you're worried about something specific or you're scared of something specific, you can work on that in the app. And there's also a variety of informative videos on there. Smiling Mind, this is one of my personal favorites. I use this to go to bed, and it's basically like a mindfulness app. It has a bunch of different modules and programs. As you can see below, there's a bunch of different things on there. There's more than just the popular programs. So if you're having trouble with something, or you really just want to start practicing mindfulness and kind of pay attention to how your body's feeling, this is a great one. There's different programs for all ages, and they're all guided. They're different times. So if you only have 5 minutes or if you have 13, there's different mindfulness for you. CBT-I coach, this is used with PTSD a lot, but I really like it for sleep. And that's basically what it's for. It's for veterans that can't fall asleep, but I utilize this sometimes when I can't fall asleep. They use cognitive behavioral therapy, so that's a lot of making sure that your cognitions or your thoughts are in line with your behavior, and you really kind of like reshape the way you think about things, which in turn reshapes your behavior. There's a lot of guided imagery of different places like the park, the beach. It'll take you through it. There's body scans, breathing tools, muscle relaxation, and you can set reminders on it as well. So it'll alert you if you kind of set your bedtime. If you set time for winding down, it'll help you wake up. And there's sleep diary entries so you can track your sleep over time. PTSD coach is another great one. This is another one created by the VA, and there's a self-assessment for PTSD. So if you think that you've been through something traumatic and you kind of are having a little bit of difficulty getting it out of your mind or recovering from it, this is a great way to check. There's different information and professional care, customizable tools to help you manage your stress, and opportunities to find support. So these are all of the apps that I really like. There's definitely a lot more out there, and please, if you're experiencing some really heavy symptoms and you just want someone to talk to, there's a fillable form on the DeSales website, on the Health and Wellness website, where you can speak to a counselor, find mental health professionals in your area. But these are just some tools that you can use along with a mental health professional, or if you aren't ready to go to a mental health professional, to be able to get kind of a little bit of grasp on your mental health. And I know we're all inside, we're all on our phones, so download one of them and let us know how you feel about it. Bye, thanks for listening.